Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'll be doing a solo playthrough of Sprawlopolis. Let's get rolling. Alright, so I'm ready to play a solo game of Sprawlopolis. Now, the only game in the Opolis series I'd previously played was Casinopolis. That was my introduction. But this is the one that started it all. It's a big series, but this is Sprawlopolis, very popular button shy game. I picked it up at Gen Con 2025. I've played it a couple times. It's pretty good. And in this video, I just thought I'd play through it. I'm not really teaching it. I might talk a little bit as I go, but this game's been around a while. It's not new. I think most people knew how to play it before I did, so I don't need to walk through all the rules. My only problem with this game, and I can't be alone in this, let me know if you're the same way in the comments, is that I grew up playing SimCity 2000, and the colors in that game are burned into my head, where residential was green, commercial was blue, and industrial areas were yellow. And Sprawlopolis uses what I believe are the correct colors that city planners actually use, where commercial is blue, but industry is gray and residential is orange. And then they've just used green for parks here. And I cannot look at this without thinking that this is residential and this must be industrial, and it really messes me up. Not the game's fault, they did it right, but anyway, I think that every time I play. Let's draw the top 3 cards now for scoring. And 3 cards to my hand, and this will be the starting card for the city. All right, so let me find myself on the screen here. So our scoring criteria, again, they've all got numbers up here. So the score we need to beat is 13 plus 11 is 24. So 24 is our goal here. We have central perks. This one is we get 1 point per block located on the interior of the city. Oh, 1 point per park block. That makes more sense. Located on the interior of the city, minus 2 points per park block on the edge of the city. So we want parks on the inside. Otherwise, those negative 2s will add up real fast. Master planned. Subtract the number of blocks in your largest industrial group from the number of blocks in your largest residential group. Score that many points. Again, I'm going to mess this up. I can't help but look at this picture and think that the orange is the industry. But I will have to figure it out. And the last scoring condition here, we've got mini marts, 2 points per commercial block directly between 2 residential blocks with the same road connecting all 3 blocks. Oh boy. Blocks may be a straight line or in a stepped pattern. That one's going to be a little tricky. Let's put our deck maybe up here. And this is our starting card, and this is our hand. It'll go here for now. And so I don't know about this one, but this is telling me I want a lot of parks on the interior, and I want a really large, like, single industrial group if I can make that happen. So maybe we're going to make this park in the middle, and we're going to play this card right here. So now we've got our largest industry is greater than our largest residential, and we've got parks currently on the edge, but I'm planning to make them in the middle. Draw our next card. And one thing I'm really bad about is paying attention to the roads. That was just fortunate that made a nice loop like that. And I think I can make one great big loop with the cards that I've got. So let's put another park on the interior like that, and then draw a card, and then I'll put another park like this. And that's really lovely road, and that's great scoring for this. And my largest industrial block is still 2, and my largest residential block is 1, so that's not bad. But unfortunately, I haven't done this yet. I inverted it here, but that seems like a lot of work for the amount of points compared to some of these other ones. So let's draw my next card. These are not so friendly, roads-wise. Let's see what I can do. Well, I suppose I could take this and play it here. So that keeps that road connected, but then I also get this blue, orange, blue. Let me look at this. And I mean, orange, blue, orange, blue, orange, blue. Like, do I get to count this one And this one? Yeah, I think I do because what I'm counting is the commercial blocks, so long as they're in between two industrial blocks and connected by the same road. So that would be 2 points. That would be 2 points. If I can get another residential block here, that would be good for this, and that would score me another couple points here. So that might be something I want to try. Let's draw. Oh, geez, another card. And boy, they're just slipping and sliding. Well, it's just going to be what it is. Okay, what do I want to play now? And why am I storing these cards this way? Why don't I store them in the same orientation that I'm going to place them? So I'm not breaking my brain trying to flip them in my head. You know, if I could place them maybe something like this, then I can, no, that doesn't get that blue, orange, blue, or that orange, blue, orange like I was hoping. I guess I could. If I place this one first, place this one on top of it, I'd lose one park then. Meanwhile, I would like to get one big residential zone. I got to work on that. And I want to make sure that park is not on the exterior. I'd like to maybe start surrounding it with these other parks. Well, let's move this whole thing down. That was maybe a little more a little more violent than I meant it to be. And let's take this one and place it. I don't have quite as much room as I thought. I'm going to have to move these scoring conditions maybe, because I want to go up and I want to go down. So I'd like to make that residential block bigger. I need to build that out some, but I need to keep an eye on these exterior parks. So this one, there we go. I think that's as low as I'm going to go. Like that. And then draw a new card. And I think I want to use this one. What was I going to do? Here? Or was I going to place that like that? No, like that. I'll place this here. Draw a new card. Okay. My roads are actually looking pretty decent. Let's see. I can probably use one of these to close off those parks. Oh, and this would be better for the roads. So let's put this here. Now we've got more interior parks, none on the exterior. I suppose I could take this and move it over one, and then we would have another orange, blue, orange with one road. And we would still be closing off parks. I would lose one park, which is 1 point, but I would gain 2 points. Lose a point for disconnecting that road. So it's kind of a wash. But I guess one benefit here is it does connect these two residential. So it gives me two spots with two residential blocks next to each other that I could potentially build off of for the rest of the game here to make a large residential area. So, okay, yeah, I think I'll keep it this way. I think that's fine. I don't need to stress about it too much. And I've been hoping to find a road this shape in this corner with an orange that I could place here, but I haven't seen it come up yet. It's not in any of these cards. It's not here. This one is the wrong way. There's no way to make that one work. I was hoping to just make that residential block bigger without breaking those roads, so that I could also score that commercial block for mini marts. I guess this scoring criteria and this one with the residential blocks are kind of competing against each other a little bit, because this one's having me separate them out, whereas this one wants me to build one large block. And I suppose I should really focus on this one because I'll score for the largest block of each type at the end. So that's one aspect of it. But this one just by itself, every time I make the residential block, the largest one, bigger, regardless of what happens to the industrial ones, that'll give me 1 point per block. Whereas this requires 3 blocks in a row to make it work, and I'm getting 2 points for 3 blocks. So the ratio is better here. So I just need to build a giant residential block then. So let me throw a couple cards down. Consequences be darned. And we'll try and fix it at the end as far as the parks go. So we'll do that. And then I kind of want to place, is that the piece? I don't want to reveal the rest, but is that the piece that I've been looking for? It is. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Just put that back like that. I was thinking that I wanted to place this here to limit the amount of exterior parks, to connect the roads, to make orange bigger. And those are all Still valid. Thoughts. But I need, if this is going to go here, I need to get orange in these two spaces too, and I need to do this one first, or else this card will cover it up. So, okay, we'll stick with this plan. Place that here. Draw this. And pretty confident I want to put it there. But looking at the next card, I'm not seeing what I need to connect all these residentials. Oh, I guess they will be connected. What am I talking about? Yeah, let's go ahead and place this here just because that is great. And so I draw a card. There's only one more of the deck, so I can see all 4 cards now, but I can only play one of these 3. And really what I want to do is increase this orange space. Don't make any connected resident or gray commercial blocks. Keep parks on the interior as much as possible. And then if I can make a larger blue block at all, a commercial block, to get some extra points that way, that would probably be a good idea too. And hopefully I can maintain some decent roads, because I tend to forget about roads in the thick of things. So I think I want to play this card right here, which now makes that residential block larger. And instead of having one external park or one edge park, we now have one internal park. It does break up some roads a bit, but it also gives me an opportunity to connect these two commercial blocks and score for it. So we draw one more card. So we're down to the last 3 cards. And I think to maximize this commercial area, I've got to place this block or this card here. And now I just want to try and make that an interior park if I can. And what I can do is I can flip this card around and I'm going to place it here, but I've really got no choice now. I'm going to have to zoom out. So give me just a second. All right. I really hate to do that mid-game, but because it can mess up the focus, but ran out of room. I'm going to place this here to make that commercial block a little bigger. We still have not expanded any of the industrial blocks, which is great. And now we've got another interior park, and I think I can close this one off as well. The problem is I would make this connected commercial zone, which is going to cost me a point. What are my other options? I can't get this commercial piece connected. I guess I could if I did this, but that would get me a point, but I'd be losing points on the park. So right now, this park is worth -2. If I place this here, then these parks become worth +2, and this double commercial or industrial is going to lose me 1 point. So a net total of +1 points, whereas this is a net total of -2. So it gains me 3 points. Otherwise, I could do this, and then I would just go to +1. So that's really the same result. It doesn't seem to affect roads at all. It doesn't really make a difference. So let's do this, then make it a little bit smaller just for ease of keeping track of things. So that was my last card. Let's score it up. So we're going to score our largest group of each block type. So parks is our largest one is here. That's 4 points. Our largest residential is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gets us up to 10. Our largest commercial is 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 14. And our largest industrial is 1. I don't have any 2 gray blocks connected. So that's a total of 15 points. Now we need to subtract out 1 point for each road. And I've got a lot of roads. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I had 15 points minus 14. I'm down to 1. Again, the score to beat is 24. So I'm up to 1 point now. This one's going to be worth -2 for this scoring condition. So I'm at -1. Now the rest of these I get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. And then for this one I get 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 because it's 6 minus 1. And now this one I get 15, 16, 17, 18. For some reason, I thought this one was orange too. I don't know if it was at one point and I moved it or what happened, but that would have gotten me another 4 points. But in either case, that is not going to be enough points. I lost. And it's the roads that got me again. You know, I was overconfident at the beginning because this big circle right at the beginning made me feel really good about my roads. I thought I was nice and safe, but these last cards in particular really cost me a lot because I factored in everything about these 3 scoring conditions and having the, scoring the largest group of each type, but did not consider the roads. So the roads get you every time, but that's okay. This was my solo playthrough of Sprawlopolis. So I really do like this game. As with all button shy games, it travels really well. So I recently brought it on a couple vacations, and this was a nice one to have. So I've been enjoying it. I'm glad I picked it up. I have a different appreciation now for Casinopolis, which has the rules around the strip, which is your longest road. And then it's got all the various slot icons, and you're trying to get a jackpot or multiple jackpots. And then your scoring cards have multipliers. So I appreciate the differences a lot more now, having played Sprawlopolis, but I can see why this one's so popular. This is great. So if you want to talk about some Opolis games, let's do so in the comments. And if you like this video, please consider leaving a like. And if you like button shy games in general, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so yet, because I play a fair amount of them and I get them on the channel somewhat regularly. And sometimes I get Kickstarter previews as well. But that's really what I've got this time. So thank you so much for watching Table for One. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a good time playing, and I will see you in the next video.